right from here. Watch.
Oh. Jeans on jeans.
Lift egg up here. You're so flexible.
Fight companion.
Now, from here, turn your shoulder to the right. Turn your shoulder to the right. Now extend. Straight. Don't look over your stomach. Look over your shoulder. Like this. Like that. That's how you look.
I know,
that's the end. What most people do wrong. Here's the things to avoid. Number one, the down knee. A lot of times when people do it, their knee is down and they're kicking like this. That comes from stiffness a lot of times, from a lack of flexibility, but it also comes from training wrong.
A pitcher wants to fight the back knee turning in because then it will collapse and not be able to extend off the rubber, which means you will not be able to drive your backside as explosively.
The key to this technique is knee up high and then a twist. And when I teach it to people, what I would teach is first thing to do is kick low. Don't even try to kick to the body. Kick like this and then do that. So it's here and then that. It's all about the straightening out, the pivoting off the back foot, and the pushing off the ball of the foot. So you're extending your body. That's where the power comes from. So let's move her a little. I'm sweating like crazy here. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick the knee up and then kick straight. So the knee comes up, straight kick. Okay? Nice and straight. So now,
this is kind of an example of how the legs work in pitching. Just going through the kinetic chain, starting with the toes. The toes are kind of an anchor. They're trying to grip into the mat here, and we're going to be gripping into the rubber, and our ankles are going to be loaded up to start off. Like we're trying to get our knee pretty much feeling like it's almost... We're going to sink into our backside to let our knee give a little bit and get a little bend to kind of load up into the ground. And then we're going to let that energy kind of coil and feel almost like a spring to explode off of. You'll see how his backside actually gets off the ground, kind of like the scissors action in hitting. How he gets that extension. Once he gets that extension off his ankle, off his feet, how it actually scoots forward, and all that energy is going up through his leg, through his hip, and going into his front side. His front side was turning in towards his backside, so the energy can stay closed and not fly open. And you'll see his kick. Actually, he'll finish twisting to try to get as much extension through his front side. And as a pitcher, as we land, our front side is going to firm up so we don't collapse and just finish lunging through, and so we can be balanced and finish on our front leg as a post and deliver the energy through the ball. Here's a good example of the hip extension that will be delivered into the upper body that throws the upper body forward. So that once we land, the extension comes from, once we drive our backside into landing and our front side firms up, then our hips can extend and our upper body can be thrown forward. And that's what releases the arm right there. And here you can actually see he's able to create so much energy just from a little bit of momentum and creating extension just from his hips alone, and not really generating any force from his arms or upper body other than getting more extension through his spine. His arms are actually clapping, so they're not working to generate momentum at all. He's getting a little bit of a rock into the ground and then firing his lower half, and his upper body is being thrown off the ground. This is the same thing in pitching. Your upper body is going to stay back, your front side staying closed down the mound, and when your backside fires into your front side and your hips go from basically trying to be almost towards second base in a way to stay closed to home plate, then your front shoulder is trying to resist all that force to direct you towards towards home plate and let your upper body fire as quick as possible and be thrown towards your target. You don't want to create any momentum with your upper body, because then your upper body will fly open and you will go around the baseball instead of being directed through the baseball.